Hey, God said, don't be a faggot and just say we are helping other people with mathematics in a video right now. Look, I don't really care what I help people with as long as it is helping people from the heart. It doesn't matter. If I use mathematics to help people in an operations management position, which I'm looking at doing, good. It's not just mathematics, it's a lot of other things involved in that job, but yeah, it's stock movement, it's business, it's partially financial, it's optimization. It's I did data science at uni actually some years ago, and one of the work placements you could do was the Woolworths distribution center, where you were basically optimizing storage within the distribution center so that forklifts could access the pallets easily for the trucks where the pallets are positioned in the site. So they basically arranged all of that to make it its optimum capacity and optimum efficiency for stock movement. So it helped their business, the Woolworths distribution business. You could do that as a work placement in that data science degree. I didn't end up following through with it, but that would have been quite interesting. I ended up moving on to project management, but another one you could do was SA Water with that data science degree. SA Water have really good options. South Australian Water Corporation. They've got a variety of jobs for people who are interested in the environment, especially as well. Project management also had jobs with SA Water, and I found that interesting, and I focused on that for part of my project management degree because of my interest in pipelines and so forth. But if I was to help people in a capacity like that, that's helping people. That's just an example. That's why those standard jobs that people have are helping people, hence why they're making money, because they're facilitating a service. That service provides value. That's why PMBOK provides value. Project management was all about providing value to the end client or the end consumable consumers, basically. So that does provide value to society. It is helping people. That's why it's helping people. So this is helping people in a different capacity, the work I'm doing at the moment. So they said talk about Lily Cerner. Well, okay, she is helping people with what she's doing in her career pathway. She's helped people in her public forum, her public what she's done within the public eye, her enthusiasm, her just with the stuff that she's done. She has helped people because she's put herself out there and made herself transparent. So it's not that she hasn't helped people because she has. But I also get insight from God, and his opinion can fluctuate because he does have a fluid perspective on things. So that's all I'm going to say for that part. Um, he wants, well, he does want more for me than mathematics, but if I was to help people with mathematics, that's fine. What they want is the full pie chart, the big picture. So we don't just do our career, we do, like I ride my bike in my spare time. So why not help people with a pot plant or with something else? It doesn't just have to be one thing. I had a psychic reading years ago, I'm just being very honest, but they wanted the scales to be balanced because there was it was with Christine Pavlina. Um, she's an excellent psychic medium. She's a leader in her field. She's quite phenomenal. She doesn't like being mentioned, by the way, so I'm sorry, but it's sort of also advertising your business. And I am being transparent in helping people in making this video, so I feel like I don't have bad intent. But I respect your privacy, so I won't say too much. But she saw a set of scales that were imbalanced because I was focusing too much on one thing, one academic pathway, and it wasn't facilitating everything. Uh, it was like a rabbit trail to more later that would expand, and that's basically what's happening now. So mathematics is one element on that set of scales, and it doesn't account for a full life picture. I'm sure Lily Cerner doesn't want to be seen for just mathematics either. I'm pretty sure she helps me with other wisdom as a spirit guide, as an earthbound spirit guide that's beyond mathematics. So that just goes to show that it's one aspect of a person's life. Yes, of course, it does help people. Yes, of course, it's a skill where you can capitalize on it and help people with that skill. So I don't like people to pigeonhole people and say it's just, oh, if you're good at that, well then, you're this and that's all you can do, and you're a nerd and that's it. Well, no, not really. You can be what they call a street smart nerd, and that's what my spirit guides are talking about. So it's not just my terminology, but I'm just mirroring their terminology as well, because I think it's a socially acceptable thing to say. You can be a jack of multiple trades. I don't know what else to say other than that, but yeah, she thinks you're a wanking faggot. Well, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm pretty immune to criticism. So if I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. It doesn't really make a difference. And that's the thing. If I was to take that criticism on, I'm responsible. You're not responsible. It's me, because I carry it and it affects me. So that's why you have to be immune to criticism. For all of you out there, you have to dismiss it. Because it's actually not true. A lot of those negative things they say are falsities because they are falsities. That's the dark, and it doesn't actually. It does apply, but it doesn't need to apply. Or if it does apply, you have to look at it positively. They're your two options. So just let it go is the formula for you and for your success until you gain more wisdom to learn more if you're on a spiritual pathway. And let it go is another word for forgiveness, basically. But it's forgiveness in practice. How do you let go your main freight and move on and just accept that it's not true? Because otherwise you're going to get pushed out of your workplace if you're being bullied at work, and you might need to be there to make money. So my advice would be to stay there if it's really toxic until you apply for a better job and move on, because you need to go there unless it's really detrimental. So that's my wisdom to you. And I'm hearing Christina say, what was that? Think of Cerna's wisdom. Wanking faggot is not acceptable in public. Well, again, if I'm trying my best, if I'm a good person, if I've got good intent, and I put myself out there and people are offended, that's actually your problem. I shouldn't have to just stay at home and not do anything and be disempowered. I owe it to myself to not let that get to me. That would be my problem if I let that suppress me and not express my soul to its fullest capacity. God would be unhappy with that. And if I had a life review at the end of my life, I would see that what other people thought and said did not make one difference. It's what I thought that made all the difference. And if I let them have power over me, that's my fault. That's my problem. So that's extra wisdom for you to not let that happen to you. Because if I did that, I'd be sick in my room, depressed, and that actually comes from disempowerment, depression, and anxiety, are lower states of existence, and they come from people stepping all over you. So don't do that, because you are suppressing yourself, and you will develop negative thought patterns about yourself, and you will not love yourself. And that is why people out there in society, for the most part, don't love themselves. So don't do that. Do what I'm teaching you, because then you're going to learn to love yourself. And that's probably true healing if you are in a lower state of existence. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for listening.